I want to know, have men decided that they're not going to hold the door open for women anymore?
I don't think men have collectively decided anything. I think it still comes down to the individual person and how they've previously been treated when they've held the doors open for women.
Because I can't tell you how many times I have gone into a store, the man was going in front of me, he saw me coming behind him, and he opens up the door, but didn't open it up for me, and the door hit me.
Oh, well, that's just awkward.
Or he was coming out of the door and didn't hold it open for me to go through it, and the door hit me.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
And this is happening multiple times, so I just want to know, have men decided that they are just not going to hold the door open for women anymore?
Well, based on the number of times that someone was hit by that door, it rather sounds like someone was just expecting that door to be held open for them by virtue of the fact that they happen to be a woman, and for no other reason. But I have to remind someone that women are considered to be equals to men, and numerous women over the years have actually very publicly scolded men for holding open doors for them because they're perfectly capable of doing so. But it is common courtesy to hold the door open for someone, whether it be a man or a woman, so there's that. But a person shouldn't expect special treatment and at the same time expect equality.
Women do not flirt with men that they like.
So who do women flirt with then? Men that they don't like? No, that can't be right. I'm sure that there's more to this.
When a woman likes you, she's likely to not even look at you.
I can most certainly see how a lot of guys would probably be very confused at this point, hearing that if a woman likes you, she's not even going to look at you, and she's most certainly not going to be flirting with you. It's almost as like they're trying to say that there's no way at all to know if a woman actually likes you.
Men need to stop thinking that just because a woman shows them some sort of attention, that it means that she likes him.
I mean, that's at least somewhat true. Sometimes people just engage in casual conversation, but that really isn't solving the problem that we have here, is it?
If a woman is talking to you a lot, she's probably just very comfortable and thinks that you're easy to get along with.
But of course. But remember, according to the first part of this video, if she's talking to you a lot and paying you some sort of attention, she absolutely is not flirting with you, and it probably doesn't mean that she likes you, because if she likes you, she would be ignoring you. Anyone notice that a lot of these individuals out there that give all of this dating advice aren't actually giving any sort of advice? They're just muddying the waters.
Men hate women.
Oh, here we go.
And they can't stand that women are centered on Mother's Day.
What men is this person talking about? Because they are certainly not talking about the majority of most men.
All I saw today in the cis hetero relationships was men walking 10 feet in front of their wife, bike riding 30 yards ahead of their wife.
It's almost like social media's algorithm really only shows a person what they often most enjoy watching and what they watch the most of.
Not helping wife with groceries, getting them into the vehicle, getting them into the cart, all I saw today was men continuing to allow their wife to serve them.
This is really telling me a lot about what a certain person seems to enjoy watching.
For the not all men crowd, I know that.
Then act like it.
But if you feel the need to comment not all men, you are the problem.
Oh, really? How exactly am I the problem?
Men hate women, and they can't stand that women have a day where they should be centered and honored. They can't even do one forking day.
Yeah, after hearing that, I'm fairly certain it's not those that say not all men that are the problem. It's those that are seemingly determined to continue to wage a smear campaign against all men for some unknown reason. So I did a video the other day talking about how Missandry, contrary to what a lot of individuals like to tell themselves, is very real and is becoming an ever-increasing problem. And what I said really seemed to have ruffled some feathers. And what I have to say to that is, goody goody. It's high time those feathers were more than ruffled, because this is a subject that does need to be addressed. Now, some actually made rebuttals to what I said, and one of the more interesting ones was that Missandry might be real, but it's not as serious as misogyny, because it only hurts feelings. Okay, because hurt feelings don't have anything to do with a man's mental health, right? Couldn't possibly be leading to other more serious things. But they didn't want to consider that, I suppose. And then there were those that actually tried to make rebuttals against the definition of misandry. My favorite one was the one that compared it to the definition of a unicorn, saying that just because it's in the dictionary doesn't make it real. Right, well, bless their hearts, they tried. But whenever someone starts to doubt the existence of misandry, remember images like this.
Men are the most horrible creatures, honey. They will ruin your life, you mark my words.
And yes, this was posted on social media, with apparently no problem with it being there at all. Right. Missandry isn't real. It's not a problem. It couldn't affect men's mental health whatsoever. It's not a bad thing to be a bigot. Right. But things like that get posted on social media. Keep telling yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, that Missandry doesn't exist, because a lot of you are looking very foolish.
I deserve to have my life fully funded by men.
I'm just curious, but why does it seem that a lot of women out there have this particular mentality? Why do they deserve to have their lives paid for? I mean, why?
I want my nails paid for. I want my toes paid for. I want my shopping paid for. I want my hair paid for. I want my makeup paid for. I want everything paid for.
You know, there's actually a term that very accurately describes someone who has to live off of the lives of others.
And you know who's going to pay for it? You are.
You know, the saddest part of this is, and it's not the fact that they're basically advertising that they have no marketable skills and are having to live off of their looks alone. I wonder what they're going to do when they're not in their 20s or even their 30s anymore, and they start progressing towards their 40s and their 50s. I wonder if they actually have any job skills. No, but the saddest part about this is that there are actually a lot of men out there that would be more than happy just to pay for it to get her attention. Okay, so I do understand that this post was originally meant to be a joke. However, in my understanding of what a joke actually is, they're meant to be, you know, funny. But what exactly is funny about DV? Have we reached a point where it's okay to joke about DV in society? Huh, that's unfortunate. But I would like to point out that if this type of post was made about a woman getting hit with a frying pan for acting out in her household, oh my goodness, the internet would be up in arms, wouldn't it? But if it's a man, for some, it's okay to call it a joke and laugh about it. Not even taking into consideration the hundreds, if not thousands, of men that are victims of DV every single year. And sadly, it goes underreported because men often get shamed for being assaulted by a woman. But yet it's okay to joke about it, right? We need to do better than this.